You guys, battling depression, battling mental health issues is a lot. It's a whole lot for one person to handle. I'm telling you that for a fact. It's a lot for one person to handle. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ndidi. If you're coming across my video for the first time, I'd like to say that you are welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I do not take your love for granted at all. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Really, today I would want to talk about battling depression. We all need therapy. That is the conclusion that my friend and I we came to. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine a couple of days ago, and he said something. And initially, when he said it, I was shocked. He said he feels like everybody in Africa needs therapy, and I'm like, really? Why would you say that? And he's like, because growing up, the kind of things or the things that we face, even if you grow up from a rich home, there are some mental issues you must have faced that you didn't really see as anything. But imagine growing up with with such issue, and you expect that everything will be okay, or you expect that you go into marriage and you meet somebody else who has also gone through a different kind of mental issue, and both of you are bringing your mental issues together. What do you expect? A clash. And he was trying to explain to me that one of the criteria for him, well, not criteria per se, but one of the things that he would do with his spouse before he gets married is to actually go for therapy. And it got me really thinking, really, why do people fall into depression? How do people even get to that place where they get depressed? Some people even get to the point where they are taking their life and they are saying, okay, I'm not doing again. I can't do this. I can't do this again. I can't carry on. How do we get to that place? It's actually very easy to say this person is fine, or someone who puts up a front is fine, doing well, and all of that. I used to think that people that fall into depression are people that are always enclosed, introverts to themselves, and all of that. But I found out that even the happiest of people, even the people that have so much energy, they can actually fall into depression. And I feel like theirs is bad because people don't expect them to be there, to be in that place where they need help, where they need talking to, where they need somebody to talk to, because probably they're the person that everybody goes to, or probably they are the person that has so much energy, and people don't see the part that is yearning for attention, that is yearning for help. And I agree with my friend when he said we all need therapy. African, American, every single person needs therapy, I think, at one point or the other in their life. And I got to this point because just on the 18th, it was said that we lost an actress in the country where I'm based, Nigeria. And this lady is a comedian. She's a lot of things to a lot of people. She's someone that when she's in a movie, she brings out the life, she brings out the energy. So why would she be depressed? She had lost her three siblings, her three sisters, three brothers, and her only child. She was battling with illness in her head. She was battling with mental issues, and the beautiful thing about her is she actually came out to say, she actually came out to talk about it. But now my question now is, if people, what is the best way to actually handle mental stress, to handle mental stress? Let me not say depression. What is the best way to handle mental stress? Because I know for one that talking, yes, therapy, of course, talking, even if it's not a therapist per se, but letting out how you feel to somebody you trust, to a friend, a family, a family member, it goes a long way. It helps me a lot to deal with mental stress. But aside talking, aside communication, aside reaching out, aside counseling, therapy, what is the best way to actually handle mental stress? Because it's becoming a thing now. It is a thing already. It's not just becoming a thing. It is a thing, and I would like to ask, because sometimes we don't even know that these people are going through mental stress. I mean, there was the news a couple of months ago about a is it an American who jumped from a story building, not just a story building, some story building. She jumped from there, and she's the one who, she just had few days ago she had an interview with Denzel Washington. Do you know who Denzel is? So what exactly in your life is not going well? So that's what I'm talking about. How do we deal with mental stress? How do we deal with mental stress? How do we even know that we are stressed mentally? How do we know that we are falling into depression? How do we know? If you have answers to this question, I would like to know. I would really like to know, and I'm sure a couple of other people watching this video would like to know, because it would help a lot. It would help us to help the people around us. It would help us to help ourselves, because, as I said earlier, I used to think that people that fall into depression are introverts, people that don't talk. But now I'm seeing cases of people that are outgoing, easygoing, full of energy, full of life, comedians, people that are funny, make people laugh, falling into depression. So my question is actually very, very genuine. It's not to talk about the lady we had lost, not at all. How exactly do we deal with mental stress? Because mental stress can be a lot of things. I'm beginning to read about it, and I'm sure that when I find when I find some things, I will bring it on here, because it's giving me cause for concern. I've been in situations also where I've been stressed mentally. I wouldn't say I have been in a I wouldn't say I have fallen into depression yet. I don't intend to. God have mercy. I don't intend to, but I feel like if you have mental stress, if you're going through mental stress rather, and you don't handle it properly, it can lead to depression, and depression is not a good thing. Obviously, it's not a good thing. So if you know how to do that, please, if you know how to deal, if you know how the best way to deal with mental stress, please let me know. One of the questions I asked my friend was, are there good therapists in Nigeria? Because I am a Nigerian based in Nigeria, so I was asking him, are there actually good therapists in Nigeria? Because this is a part that people don't like to do, that therapist conversation. You don't really see people talking about it. So if you know any good therapist, if you know of any therapist whatsoever, please recommend them, put them in the comment section so that people can see and get help where needed. Uh, just in case you don't know what therapy is, going to a therapist, someone who is professionally certified to handle mental issues. They listen to you. From what you have, at least from what I know anyway, from what you tell them, from what they deduce in your situation, they can help you to find the root cause. The issue is finding the root cause and dealing with it, because we are done cutting the branches. Now it's time for us to deal with the root cause. So if you know any good therapists, please just recommend them in the comment section, because I'm sure a couple of people would like to know, a couple of people would like to get that help. And if you know how best also to deal with um, mental issues, please recommend. If you know materials, articles that would help out somebody, please, let's save somebody today, let's help somebody today. Like, I wouldn't say I'm down anyway, but since yesterday, hearing of that lady's death, I mean, it's been something for me. So and yeah, if you are family of people that seem withdrawn, I don't know, just please check on people, check on the ones that have so much energy, check on the ones that do not have as much energy. Just check on everybody and spread love as much as possible, because trust me, we can all use a little more love, especially in this part of the world where I am. We can use a little more love. And I would also like to say I would like to say something. I know that therapy is not something, is not the first solution that comes to mind when you're talking about, when you're thinking about mental health issues, when you're dealing with mental stress. But I think it's something we need to consider. And as my friend said, we really all need therapy at some point in our life, because man's going through a lot. We're going through a lot on a daily basis as adults, and even as children we dealt with a lot. And yeah, we probably need therapy. We not probably, we do need therapy. So yeah, spread as much love as you can, and let's make the world love enabled. I'll see you in my next video. Stay well and stay blessed.